Trump is doing what he does best in this lovely timeline we find ourselves in, causing chaos and seizing power with his pause on distributing federal grants and loans. Let me break down what's going on and the history behind it. Project 2025 makes the argument that the president has the power to impound any funds that Congress authorizes and not distribute some or all of that money. Recall that the Constitution grants Congress the power to raise and spend money. Surprisingly, the author of that portion of Project 2025 is Trump's incoming Office of Management and Budget Director, Russell Vought. There's some history here. In the 1970s, Nixon tried to avoid spending environmental funds that he'd unsuccessfully vetoed. He argued he wasn't required to spend the money, but could instead impound those funds. The Supreme Court ruled against him in Train versus City of New York, declaring that Nixon had to disperse those funds in the way that Congress intended. To clarify things, during the case, Congress passed the Impoundment Control Act of 1974 to specify just that, but the case was decided independent of that act. Project 2025 argues that that act is unconstitutional. So, what are the consequences if Trump is able to get away with all of this, either through the courts siding with him or with him ignoring the courts? This would give him an effective line-item veto over any congressional spending he doesn't like, with no way for Congress to override that veto.